Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Riesha of RieshaNicolle, and today we are going to be sewing the Marbella Foldover top. It's a free mood pattern from Mood Sewciety. This is the first piece in my Fall Capsule Wardrobe Collection. So we are going to make this top. This top consists of 4 pattern pieces. So there's the back, the front sleeve, which you're going to cut 2 of the sleeve, and then there's the actual fold over, which you're going to cut 2 of the fold over. I have already gone ahead and printed, taped together, measured myself, and then cut the size that best fits me, and I'm using the bust measurement for this pattern. The fabric that I'm going to be using is a lightweight sweater knit fabric. It's this animal print fabric here. I actually found this fabric at my local Walmart. So now we're going to actually lay the fabric out. We're going to lay the pattern pieces on the fabric, and then we're just going to cut the pieces out. So now that we have the fabric on the cutting table and all 4 pattern pieces are placed on the fabric, all of them are cut on the fold. So we're going to cut 2 on the fold of the fold over, which is piece D. We're going to cut 2 of the sleeves on the fold, which is piece C. We're going to cut 1 on the fold of view B, which is the front, and 1 on the fold for the back, which is piece A. And now that we have all the pieces cut out, we're just going to refold the fabric and cut out piece C, which is the sleeve, because we're supposed to cut 2 on the fold, and then we're going to cut piece D, the fold over piece, and we're going to do another one because we should have cut 2 on the fold on this one as well. Now that we have all the pieces cut out, which was 1 of piece A, which is the back, 1 of piece B, which is the front, 2 sleeves and 2 fold overs, we are going to take front and back and pin them together and stitch them down using 1/2 inch seam allowance. But I'm going to use a serger to complete mine because this fabric, it's very fuzzy, so it's like fuzz everywhere. So in order to keep that from coming out when I wear it, I'm going to use the serger to clean it up. I'm going to put right sides together, the front and the back, and then we're just going to pin the side seams. So we're going to pin down the side seams with right sides together. So the wrong side should be facing you. I'm going to pin starting at the top. And put probably 2 more pins in the middle just to keep everything together. And then 1 pin at the bottom. I'm going to pin the other side the same way. And then I'm going to take it to the serger and we're going to serge it. So 1 pin at the top, 2 in the middle, and 1 at the bottom. Serge the other side, and then while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and serge the whole bottom, so then that way the bottom is already finished. up, and I'm gonna pull that seam to where it's facing the back. And then when I press this, it'll lay flat. That completes step 1. Now we're going to do step 2, which is the sleeve inseam. So we are going to pin along this inseam of the sleeve, and then we're going to stitch this up also. I'm going to use the serger again to just go ahead and close this up. So off camera, I've already gone ahead and pressed the seams for the sleeve and the side of the top. So now we're just going to connect the sleeve to the actual bodice. And so we're just gonna pin the sleeve in the U shape with right sides together. And then we're just going to stitch that down. So I'm going to leave the bodice wrong side out and then flip the sleeve right side out and then pin it all the way around. Making sure we're matching the seams. And then we're just going to add some pins. Making sure we match up that little, there's a little corner spot on the sleeve and the bodice, so just making sure that that piece matches up as well. I'm going to do the same thing to the other sleeve, and then I'm going to take this to the serger as well. Okay, now we have attached the sleeve to the armhole, the arm's eye, and we are going to do step number 4, which is the fold over. So we cut 2 pieces of the fold over, and now we are going to sew the fold over pieces together at the side seams. So we're going to fold it in half at the fold line. So we have attached the sleeve to the bodice at the U, and then now we're going to set this aside and we're going to work on the fold over portion of the top. So then we're going to pin at the side seams on each side, and then we're going to go sew that down. I am going to use clips for the remainder of this project because I just had to replace the knife blade on my serger because it accidentally sewed over. I didn't take my presser foot off of the pedal fast enough before it got to the pin, and it sewed over the pin and it broke the knife plate. So this is the second day of me working on this top because I needed to wait for a knife blade. So we are going to continue on with clips because I don't need any more accidents. So we're just going to clip both side seams, and then we're going to go to the serger and sew this down. We're just going to serge down the other side seam, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So now that we have both sides stitched up, we are going to fold this in half, and then we are going to pin, clip, in this case, all the way around the top, matching the sides, but I want to flip the whole thing right side out first. The side seams are matching. Just make sure that it's out, and then I'm just going to make sure that the raw edges are together, and then I'm just going to clip this all the way around. Well, actually, I'm just going to clip the two sides, and then we're going to attach the right side of the fold over piece to the wrong side of the top. So we're going to turn the top inside out so the wrong side is facing. And I am going to do arms eye seam to arms eye seam, so then it's in the middle, and then I'm going to I'm going to clip it so then I have it in half. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, matching up those two arm seams, and then clip this piece until we get the right side of the fold over, until we get this inside the fold over. So then I'm going to open this up and take the top and put it inside, taking where I clipped that arm's eye seam. We're going to open that up, and then we're going to match that with the side seam, and then clip there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, making sure that I don't get anything twisted So that's the top, and then that's the, and then just pulling the rest of the top through the bottom, and then match the arm to the side seam of the fold over, and clip that there, and then we're just going to clip the rest of this, making sure to catch both sides of the fold over in the actual clip. So when we go to sew this, we're catching all 3 layers. Now we're just going to pin the rest of this, and then we're going to take it to the serger and finish it off. So now we have the fold over attached to the front and the back, and I've gone ahead already and pressed it. So this is what it's looking like so far. And then now I just need to hem the sleeve and do the hem for the bottom of the top. And then that'll be it, and this will be complete.